Hello, my favorite people. We have spent the last 3 days discussing how things have changed during the Gilded Age. So we've looked at the first supporting question, which is, what are some of the political, social, and economic conditions driving industrial growth from 1870 to 1900s in the United States? The second question that we've looked at or addressed is, what were the positive aspects of industrialization in the Gilded Age? And the very last question that we have addressed is, what were the negative aspects of industrialization in the Gilded Age? So what I want you to do now is put all of that together. I want you to take a quick look at the rubric. Rubric is very important because it gives you how you will be graded for the assignment. We're just going to look at the exemplary category for Is Greed Good storyboard strip. Let's look at Miss Benson's storyboard. As you can see, I have my title, Is Greed Good? Gilded Age Inquiry Lesson. Okay. And then I have 6 cells, which is talked about on the rubric. You must have 6 cells. I also have the quotes that were mentioned on the rubric. Here's a quote from Ulysses S. Grant, and then here's a quote from William J. Simmons. Okay. Each frame or cell depicts something that occurred during the Gilded Age. So for the first cell, it says, my whole body hurts and I'm hungry. I'm so tired. I don't feel good. I think the dust is making me sick. Okay, is dealing with child labor and working conditions. As you can see, the factories in the background. This would be an example of a political, social, or economic situation that changed. The next one says, I'm rich. Standard Oil Trust was a great investment, John D. Rockefeller. This says, my business is closed because of Standard Oil Trust. They are monopolizing the oil market. And then this gentleman says, I'm sorry. So this actually is a dual purpose slide in the fact that this is a positive for John D. Rockefeller, but this is also a negative for small businesses. What you do is go to storyboardthat.com, select login, then you'll select log in with Google. Okay. I would like to see you create your own storyboard. So you're going to go to Create Storyboard, and we're going to look at some of the elements on how to create a storyboard. Okay. Because we are working with the Gilded Age, we're looking specifically at U.S. history. So this is under the Scenes tab and U.S. history. So let's first let's talk about the working conditions. As you can see, there are many different scenes. So let's pull this one. You can also change the color of your bed linens in this particular one if you wanted to do so. So let me delete this one. Okay. Let's go over to the factory like what I had on mine. Now, as I told you, you can change your sky to fit what you need it to be. You can also, in this particular one, change the color of the building. So maybe for the particular area that you're discussing, the buildings are a darker gray instead of the red color brick building. Okay, so you're able to change those items also. All right, now let's go up to characters. Because the time period is the 1800s, early 1900s, we want to select characters, 1600s to 1800s, and then we want to scroll to kind of find characters that we think would fit in this time period. So if we pull this lady first, okay, you see she's pulled, and I'm going to manipulate her on the screen so that it appears that she's standing in the walkway, okay? Now, because of the way this person is designed, you can change her hair color. Isn't that cool? Make her have black hair or gray hair. Okay. You can change her skin tone. There's also further tools where you can get more precise with the skin tone or any of the colors. Okay. You can change her eye color. Okay. You can change whether or not she has on makeup. So now she's wearing green makeup or a light colored makeup or a purple. You can change the color of her dress. Okay. And you can change the color of her shoes. In this particular one, you can't really see her shoes. Okay. So what I want to do then is go to Edit Pose. And you can change the faces based on the conversation that they're having. Okay. So she could be really excited. Ooh. She could be very upset. She could be overly excited. Or she could be crying. But I want her to talk to the gentleman that's there. So usually when people talk, they face each other. Okay, so I'll go down and update pose. And you see how now she's turned slightly inward to the right of the screen. Now we need to show that they are having some type of conversation because this poor lady is in tears. So now we're going to grab a conversation box. Okay. And then you're just going to type okay. The window can be resized. And you can put it here. So let's write a conversation for this gentleman. Move this over. Okay, you can resize the window if you need to do so and show that the gentleman is talking. You also have the ability to change the color of the background. I will suggest that you keep it as a white background color. It makes it easier to read. You can change the font color, the outside of the bubble if you wanted to maybe notate something different. Just leave it as black. You can also change the way the text is written. So you can change your text if you need to do so. Maybe this person is making a larger statement than the first one. Okay, whatever you need to do. There's